And how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys had a good night. Oh, the laser PDC, they're not functioning for you? I mean, their target is specifically meteorites, according to the you know, got according to the morning on fire. How you doing? Which one? So if we, how you doing, Slim? If we go into MA weapons, are you talking about these? The slingers? The slingers. Doing pretty good. Or the MA blister turret on slope. They're anti-fighter. Oh wait, no, those aren't energy weapons. Like the gimbal lasers, these are point defense. They're only intended for like meteorites. Nice. All right. Oop, my bad. My bad. I see what I did. Well, they do not shoot, huh? But to be fair, I'm using the consolidation ones for my point defense. Yeah. I do not know about MA. I'm a consolidation kind of player, lately. So I have talked to Slim about that and Steve, not me. But yeah, the back half of the ship is coming along quite nicely. We are down to building a hangar here, and for the miner, as well as no, if it nah, that's the MA weapons is MA is not consolidation. All right, in consolidation on slopes. There are none in consolidation built on slopes. Built into slopes, I should say. It's got to be MA weapons you're using because there are none in consolidation on slopes. I mean, you could be using these PDX lasers. They do have a slope. Will not target projectiles, the PDX laser tier 2. Well, I don't know which one you're using. So, what do you guys think of the way I'm putting the armor together, even if I am literally just using light for the most part? Well, this ship will eventually have energy shields, so I'm not too concerned about building lots of heavy. It will have energy shields, so there's that.
Meteor storm inbound.
Wonderful. Those have a range of 2,000 meters, I think. Set those as... Nope, 1,900. So those... Yep, see, this fires. The consolidation, point defense I know works. We also, yeah, we fixed the one issue Slim had, and that was the fact that it was, embarrassingly, it was, yeah, I'm still embarrassed about that one. It was, God, how do I put it? It was still listed as a respawn ship, so it would have disappeared if I died, if I had to spawn a new spawn ship. But we fixed that. Still trying to decide what I want to do here. Yeah. So this is supposed to be a hangar slash dock point for my miner. But my miner, me being the potato-brained idiot I am, I set it up with a connector on top instead of bottom. I can do that up here, but let me go get it. See what I had to do to get out? I have to go down.
Meteor storm inbound.
Jeez, we just had one a minute ago. God, you ain't kidding. I have not asked Slim because you haven't told us exactly which guns it is. So we don't know which ones you're talking about. You just say those ones on slopes. There's like 3 different MA guns on slopes. That gun on slope doesn't answer anything. Like, I have room. But the further back I put the port, the less room I have because... Alright. The only laser turrets without ports are in... the only laser turrets that are in slopes are MA weapons. I don't... Alright. Wow. That's on a slope. That's a slope. And just the others are more advanced versions of that. That's an actual kinetic turret. I'm telling you, Ghost, this is what consolidation has. Point on the screen where the bad slope touched you, because there's no slope turret in consolidation. There isn't one. We're looking at the whole collection right here. There isn't a slope turret in MA, in consolidation, and vanilla doesn't have sloped guns. And I know the consolidation ones are working because we just watched them watched some of them shoot down meteorites. Well, there is that too. You're basically running on a... Your base is basically running on fumes. These ones? These ones I haven't had a problem with. They're shooting just fine. But they don't have huge range. They only have range of like 1250, whereas these are 1900, so these are ripping up most of it. Except vanilla power requirements are so much less than the requirements for for energy weapons. It's like if I had sand, that's the rate power is used with by vanilla outside of massive setups. Whereas with high-end modded, ridiculous stuff, it's like pouring. but Slim looked at your base when he was on a little while ago. He decided to go look at your grids. You're using vanilla colored panels. He was a little confused by that, and I don't... Hey, if you've got reactors, that's all good for you. I have 4, and I can't keep enough uranium M to keep all 4 running. See? Not running. I've got 1 out of 4 that's running because uranium is so damn, expensive. The vanilla colorable... Really? These? Yeah, vanilla colorable solar panels. Legitimate. They're literally called colorable solar panels. You got buddies with you? Cause Slim saw him at your base. That's why he thought. I think he. That's just a backup.
Meteor storm inbound.
Like,
Meteor storm inbound.
did I just get double meteor stormed? I just got double meteor storm. I just got double meteor storm. Y'all saw that, right? What the heck is with the... Well, back here is not where the problem... Up here is not where the problem is. That's purely decorative. Up until there. Let's put a... let's put a connector up here. All right, that's a connector on the easiest spot to put one. We're in, locked. All right, now we unlock. All right, we should be good. It's just gonna be really tight getting in. Well, no. There have been multiple discussions about why, and all of them have basically come down to, you know, Merrick didn't want to do energy weapons, and Merrick was the design lead and the core creator. That's why they didn't do them. Not their shit, they're good, or anything like that. It's the core design lead didn't want energy weapons. Plain and simple. Doesn't mean that modders weren't free to put them in, just that there were never going to be any from Keen. And to be fair, that's almost exclusively why I'm pretty sure why most of the weapons that are called energy weapons that are not from Weapon Core use some sort of ammo instead of just energy, because Weapon Core basically rebuilds the way weapons determine ammo to allow for energy to be the power source. All right, brain function. Right, I need to have a heavy. and what you have to remember is anytime we're talking
Meteor
about a
storm inbound.
modded, another one. Swear they've been non-stop. They have been
Meteor
non-stop.
storm inbound.
What the? Is somebody on the server triggering meteor storms on purpose or something? What the heck? This is normal meteor storms, apparently, by the way. No, according to Slim, it is just set to normal. It's just the definition of normal changed in Apex Survival, apparently. Now, if it was Cataclysm or Apocalypse, I'm pretty sure it'd never stop. To be fair, I'm also the only person that's been on most of the day. So it's not like there's multiple people just, basically getting the fade run on them by meteors. It's just me.
Inventory full.
I did not realize that was a heavy. Alright, Bob will get that. This is gonna get somebody irritated that I'm gonna do this.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Really? Great. Brain. Just realized I had not fixed the tools on this one.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Come on, Bob, do your job. Hey, Steve, how you doing? You're gonna say it? Oh, God, what? Oh, that's horrifying. I mean, it is the right month to say that, I suppose. There we go. It's not perfect, but it works better than what I had. Could have sworn I had a circle to square transition here. Oh well. Alright, that makes 3 paths into the ship now that work. One of which will dump us out in the orbital hangar. Orbital is the wrong word. Into the ship hangar. Even if it is a little awkward. Hey, Slim connected. Yeah, that's awkward. All right. Yeah, I'm not noticing an issue with the consolidation turrets. They are firing. They are working. They're just being outranged by the other bigger consolidation turrets. There was one more issue to deal with. What's that? Oh, there's always one more issue to deal with, and you know damn well that. This time it was apparently the point defense guns weren't working quite how they were expected to. Yep, always one more issue. It's nothing against anyone, it's just how the way the game works. Yep. And that's true for modded and vanilla. That's not even just modded. That's just modded it the way that's just the way the game works. There's always another problem. I'd ask how, but it's space engineers. Be more accurate to say, what did you use to break it? I placed down heavies when I meant to use lights.
Inventory full.
Well, I guess you're going to stay a heavy. Now, the other ones I meant to make heavy. Oh, yeah, no, that'll do it. The editor worked, but the sun said nope. God, that sounds so much like modded video games in general. Nice, Steve survived too. Think that might be Steve's first time not having to respawn every time he starts. What are you thinking? Does that look good for the bottom of a freaking of the ship? Does that look good for the bottom of a ship? You know, that shape. Maybe try building an enclosed space for your stuff, Steve. If a random ice chunk to the dome is a solid issue for you. When we extend out to the full length of the ship, and when we do the front half of the ship, we will be adding the energy shield mod, tools. I haven't yet because, well, I want to get an MA plasma reactor room going beforehand. So we're currently just working on the structural side, on the go juice part of the ship. Basically, even if it looks stupid, I wanted to be able to say, fuck it, we're flying the ship before I started making the front half of the ship. What did I do over? Oh, I'm a doof. This one was correct, but it should have been the regular slope right here before another inverted, and another corner, and another inverted right here. I mean, and point of fact, let's actually go test out how the ship flies, how well it flies in its current state. This should be interesting. Who's ready to watch the worst controlled ship in the world? And we should be good. You can tell what part of the ship is from a different style. All right. Oh my god, it looks so freaking hilarious. Oh, crap baskets. Crap. I forgot. You know what? I don't even care if I'm venting. I forgot to secure the freaking miner. My brother in Christ, you came to me. Oh, that was embarrassing. Of course. My caps lock are on. There we go. My brother in Christ, you are coming into my territory, not me coming into yours. All right. And just like that, we are the weirdest. my ship, my ship skipped every gym day but leg day. Bruh. All right, and they are over there. Oh, it's a turtle. All right, it's a turtle. Which it's a big ship. Cockpit notwithstanding, it is a big ship, so it not immediately jumping to 100 plus meters a second is understandable. But it doesn't turn. It turns decently, but compared to what it did before, it turns at like half the quality it did. More gyros it is, which I've got a bank for another 10 or 12 that I just haven't filled out. But I think you can already kind of start to see what the rest of the ship is going to look like, can't you? Thank you, armed mining tender. It's going to be a live ship, basically. It's going to be a live ship and a floating factory. Probably going to have a hangar midship for larger builds. For working on ships. But probably going to work out a bigger miner to take to dock with it than that little one. That little one's perfect for like repairs and refuel, which I've damaged it somewhere, so I'm gonna have to go look at that miner. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to add more thrusters because for forward and for forward propulsion, because it feels anemic. I don't know have any other description for it other than it feels anemic, and I don't like that. Like big ship, you expect it to move slowly, but this feels worse than it should be. Since I've got the time to disconnect it, I wanna extend that dock. The Tab 101. That would be is that a consolidation? Tab 101 and seal. Oh, it does have slopes that's not showing. Okay.
Meteor
All right,
storm
good to know.
inbound.
Wait, that's weird because the and seal is working for me. Maybe the slope version isn't working correctly, but they've been working for me. That would do it. That would do it. Wait, what was in here? That would do it, not being set to meteors.
Meteor storm inbound.
Alright, once this builds...
Meteor storm inbound.
What is with all these meteor storms? Are they not set to meteors by default? Because I'm pretty sure these are set to meteors and I haven't adjusted anything. Yeah, they're set to meteors by default. What are we missing? Doing a cleanup of floating objects. All right. How is it steel plate we're missing? All right, let's get in there and get this thing docked again. It's worth noting for all that I am giving my ship shit, it does have 4 jump drives on it. I forgot all about that. Oh, I forgot all about that. All right, where's my connectors? The one on this ship that is this currently connected. It's currently connected. This is an unnamed one, so that means this one needs to be renamed. This one will be removed later on, so I just want to call this one Temp Dock for now. There we go. And just to make sure we have the right one, we do. All right, there we go. We're back to, and we're lifted up the ship some so we have better access without feeling like we're cramping everything. All right, let's go check the miner, figure out what we smacked around. I like the round ones, but damn if they aren't a pain if you have to turn them sideways for any reason. Now we're back up right. Let's go check the miner for damage. I did notice some smoking when we were moving. Presumably Bob's taking care of it at this point, though, so. Oh, I don't know if chat has seen this yet, and I don't know how well it'll come through with it being the dark side right now. Well, sort of. How y'all like our solar and food array? It was actually quite fun to make. That solar array is going to be extended further down the ship, but the food array will stay right there. Light armor. No, these are half heavy. Wait, did I use light on one side and heavy on the other? I did. Oh. This is basically exposed hull right here. I need these to be heavy. At least one in for the overhang there.
Meteor storm inbound.
Yeah, they never get close enough for the for these to engage, because these are only 1250, 1450. The big ones are 1900. Little hard for the smaller ones to engage at the same distance. But if we get hit hard enough with them that it does bleed through we have more that are set for close burst, basically. There will be more added in here. In fact, I should probably put a hydrogen and oxygen tank in here just because the space allows it, and then I can wrap it in the buster blocks to a degree.
Inventory full.
Really? Still not sure how I'm going to build out yet, but stubbing out where I want to put a turret now is probably for the better.
Meteor storm inbound. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Come on, Bob. Pick it up. I ran a line of heavy armor blocks here just because I wanted to protect the bulk of that conveyor, since it's kind of line of the freaking it's a space only ship, so why the do I care about about weight? But yeah, no, I think if we're gonna put those tanks in here, we need to do that now before we start thinking about filling anything else up. There really isn't a big boy oxygen other than that one. So I guess that means we're putting a pair of hydrogens back here, and we'll relocate oxygen to more midship later on. We're not even using hydrogen for our ship. But because this is a live ship and it is going to be kind of a flying repair slash factory, I figure having some hydrogen for refueling people that dock, for refueling my own small ships, and possibly for additional add-on thrusters later. Either way, these things are going to suck so much freaking ice to fill up. Good God, they're going to chew so much ice up filling. But either way, now we just go get over to MA, get our buster blocks. And I need to do this for the hull section because this is also where our inventory is. I mean, I have no idea, but I haven't been trying to leave things floating. That's less than I thought it'd be.
Energy low.
I'm gonna have to send the small ship out for ice, probably.
Meteor storm inbound. Inventory full. Energy critical.
I didn't even hear the energy low. Where is the miner? Alright, there it is. So, unfortunately, because I am currently in the middle of a move, literally 5 minutes before I went live, I was actually packing a box. Because I am in the middle of preparing and executing a move out of my current living situation, I will only be streaming Monday and Friday. Not Monday, Tuesday and Friday for the foreseeable future. That's so I can take advantage of my days off to get as much done as possible on them without the expectation of streaming on those days. And because I'm just freaking worn out. Oh, I am so worn out. But we will be back to a more full stream schedule sometime in the near future. I just need to get this move done with so I can be on, out of the stress, into the, and just get on with life. As callous as that is, I need to get it done. And but I don't want to stop playing. That's the big thing. I don't want to stop playing. I don't wanna. So I'm still gonna play 2 days a week. Guaranteed that you will see me playing on the server. Whether I play more is entirely going to be up to how I'm feeling. And how much work is kicking my ass. But for my server mates, you will see me on the server still, just not streaming as much. I both do and don't apologize for it. Getting my shit together so that I'm not fucked over and a place to live is my top priority, as it should be. But just letting you guys know, both chat and my stream and my server buddies, Slim, Steve, Ghost. Yeah, not Steve. At one point in a single player world, I think we had 13,000. I still blame Dirk for that one. The move is going well. I'm already partway moved out. It's legitimately just a matter of me getting my ADD ass into gear and actually moving stuff. That's legitimately where we are now. Is I just have to get my ADD under control and start fucking moving shit. Yeah, we have this big open space here. What do you think? Do we put a bunch of gyros here? Do we put a bunch of gyros here? I mean, the better we distribute the gyros throughout the ship, the better off, in my opinion. So, yeah. Looks like we just found a gyromite. Really? I need steel. Spent the last 30 minutes carrying steel plate, and as soon as I don't have them anymore is when I need them. Alright, apparently we are out of them. We're primarily building heavy and light armor right now. I feel justified in in queuing up just those two. Oh, okay. So what it basically does is it's a here. Let me find a random piece of trash or something. All right. This is light armor. This is light armor. This is light armor with gyros behind it. Light. Oh, that's actually harder to tear than the plastic. All right, light, light, light with gyros. Light breaks, no problem. With gyros behind it, the armor itself breaks easy, but the gyros behind it are a heavy, non-deformable block that have a lot of hit points. So putting your gyros behind your light armor, and when we say behind your light armor, we don't mean attached to the light armor. We mean attached to the thing behind the light armor. So you have light armor, empty space, whatever else. You attach the gyro to that block, not this block. That way, if the light armor breaks, the gyro is still there, attached to the next layer, acting as a layer of undeformable blocks behind your deformable light armor. Consequently, that also massively increases the weight of ships. Like, horrendously. And that's why generally you won't see that done on atmospheric combat ships. Because it just raises the... Yeah, only do it around the important bits. And only do it on large grid. Because small grid, you just can't get enough thrust to weight ratio without stupid amounts of thrusters to offset it. Also, the placing of gyros is absolute cancer, since they're directionally, they're a block that benefits from being in specific directional orientations, and they constantly want to change directions. In general, with large grid gyros, it's pretty easier. The control panel needs to point forward. Also, don't put all of them on only one side of the ship. Space them out between both sides of the ship. What just happened? No, honestly, it's a little weird it didn't because mine were automatically set. That's why I'm a little. We were like, what the hell are you talking about? Because all ours did. That's nope. And N only works in creative.
Energy low.
Now, Ghost, that we were confused about why you were saying it didn't work because when we tested the mods, they worked. That's why we were confused about. I won't say we did exhaustive block by block testing, but we did fairly thorough. And they worked. So we were confused about what the problem was. All right, let's test how that. Well, no, we gotta wait for all that to build, which probably means we need to queue up a bunch of stuff. Let's check building. Let's check Bob. What's he screaming for? Construction components primarily. And does nothing. MA weapons. There is a MA PDX laser. Let's try it out. And it's a little bigger than one block. But it goes out to 2,500 meters, though. So there is that. There should absolutely have superconductors able to be built. All right, let's see if we can control this one, because it is also listed as a general weapon. So theoretically, we should be able to, yes, we can. Yeah, you got lucky with yours, because mine have not been very big on the uranium side. Like, we'll probably see that fire the next time I get a meteor storm. course, I've also been continually building more batteries this entire time. Like, I have not laid off the batteries. So all my batteries have just been kind of averaging out. How much uranium do I currently have in here? Yeah, I'm about to run out of uranium. Let's see. Yeah, small reactor. Oh no, it's got plenty. 86.7. But none of the other ones are even visible. Well, it's working. I suppose I should go uranium mining again. I mean, if you can find me, I'm willing to make a trade. We are listed as, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty much always mining, always going out on trips to mine because I need it. Yeah, and if that GPS coordinates you sent me that time are your actual base or part of your base, you are so far out that I will have to jump myself. You're almost 5K, 4.5K out from me. That was alien? Oh, well. I know Earth likes about 2.2 from me. Yeah, there is 2 spots of uranium in this asteroid right here, but one of them is like in the center of the asteroid, and with a miner of my size, it is not worth me taking the time to get. I just have to remember where the regular is on this one. There it is. Yep, this one's really small, but it goes fast.
Meteor storm inbound.
Your AO. I'm honestly thinking of ditching the space space gas station idea and just operating a shipyard. Operating a private shipyard, you know? I'd want to be at least 3 kilometers away from it so it respawns and regularly. I mean, legitimately, that's kind of what my ship is currently being built for, is a mobile factory and live ship. I know. It's going to have at least 2 full tanks of hydrogen on it. I mean, Ghost, if you would like me to figure out if you can get me coordinates to your place, I can jump out there with a load of golden plat and for you. And if you have a space presence, Steve, I can jump out there with some plat for you too. I think I've actually... What are you saying? You don't want premium grade uranium from Mars and from the distant asteroid belt? I am way off center. It would be, I would have to be at least partway through building my current ship before I even think about it. When I'm talking about the front half. God, I heard that hiss and my mind immediately went shit, shit, shit. Just remember, anything built within 2 kilometers of an ore deposit that you're mining is not going to be reset. You should be building outside of 2 kilometers so that things actually reset every hour. This is like the third time I've mined this particular uranium one, and it reset, you know. No, I know it's not an issue, but it is a reminder that if you're going to build installations, build them away from the resources. Especially in space, where you might have to go 30, 40 kilometers to find a resource. Also, remember to name your damn grids. That goes for people playing single player too. Just because you're playing in a single player world doesn't mean you shouldn't name your grid for good practice. Besides, it's, helps build the personality. Yep. Yep. No, you're not wrong. That's why control. That's why the control panel. That's why a control panel is a thing. Right there. Slap it on the side of it, of a block. Yep, I think it's this Saturday is the Saturday our time. So if you ain't named your subgrids by Saturday, you're gonna lose some. How are we doing on the uranium? Yep. It's not the pistons, rotors, and hinges that needs named. It's the subgrid itself. If you're chaining pistons, rotors, and hinges, yeah, you need to name them. But if you like your solar, like a solar thing, you got to name it with your faction initials at that. Server play has its complications, but it also has its benefits, like community. I mean, he has trouble telling whether my stuff's telling him that it's already dead or alive. Killed in action. You just did. You just did, Ghost. Also, there's a reason we call it auto corrupt. Got about We got about 50k right now, which translates to like 40 ingots 42, 46 ingots, something like that. A little better with yield refineries, but still not a lot. It can hear it. I'm not even kidding. I am pretty sure our smartphones these days take what we say and use it to ruin autocorrect. That's the only reason I can think of for some of the things that my auto corrupt changes to. All right, I think we're not full, not by any stretch of the imagination, but I think we're about all I'm willing to sit here and retrieve on stream. Keep forgetting my little pseudo table I had right here for water and stuff. It's not there anymore. I keep reaching for it. I think I'm gonna find a water bottle there, but it's not there. Oh God, maybe a little tired even after several days. You know what? I'm actually gonna detour and get some ice because holy shit, I'm using so much ice on that ship right now. This song is probably going to get this video flagged for copyright issues, and I'm actually a little upset about it. I mean, that's fine. There ain't nothing wrong with taking. There's nothing wrong with taking inspiration from other people. What is wrong is copying it one for one. Oh, you mean my miner? Oh. Yeah, good luck on that. Good luck on that because I'm using modular cargoes as the basis of the entire ship. So and you don't have those in large grid. So you'd be chaining together medium cargoes. I mean, I took a little inspiration from the one you were using when I would, the last time I jumped in your stream with the lights off the side. Yeah. Oh, it's a genius idea. You know, gives you good light range without having to you know, with it gives you good light range with minimal blocks. It's fantastic. If the vanilla floodlights were as good as these are, I'd be using them instead. But these are so much better. I mean, I've got a pair of headlights there on each side. I should probably grab some more iron while I'm here, because I have been queuing up a lot of steel plate lately. Yeah, but it's also a lot bigger, and I wanted to leave that port available if I needed it for something. And those are MA spotlights. That's why they're so damn bright. All right, yeah, I think that's about all I need right now.
Meteor storm
Oh,
inbound.
screw you, Meteor Storm. God, it moves like a pregnant water buffalo right now. Where is my There's the downer to my design is it does move like a pregnant water buffalo. When it gets full. Guy, it does not feel like I've been live for almost 2 hours. It's probably not going to be more than like 2.5 hours today because while I want to play more, I do need to keep working on the house and I need to get more stuff done before I get go to bed. I think Friday we'll try On Friday, I think we'll try designing a shuttle to pair with this in the cargo bay. Something for like something mixed thrust that we can take in, that we can take into a planetary gravity if necessary. But I can tell you, once I am in where I'll be staying, I won't be able to run a hard line for power. I mean, for internet, I'll be using Wi-Fi. I'll be using wireless internet on a PC. Yeah, all the hate. I know. So I won't be using a webcam while I'm staying at my parents' because it's just not as technically viable. So it'll be the month of no beard, unfortunately. Is it just me, or is it not wanting to turn all the way? What is going on here? Y'all are seeing that, right? Yeah, just disconnect the whole ship. No. All right. Whew. All right, and that should filter through the main ship first, through the ship itself first, instead through the station. The ones on the ship are 4 yield modules instead of 1 or 2. So yep. I mean, it seems to be relatively evenly balancing it, but still.
Meteor storm inbound.
We might see some action from one of these if it's at that angle. Yep, this one's firing on it. Ooh, does that mean this one might not be meteorite? Means this one might not be set up for meteors. This one is. All right. There's something I like about the consolidation energy, that those weapons, that particular one, is you can tell it how many shots it fires in a burst. Since they're energy dependent, that helps conserve power on your meteor defenses. They they aim to balance it, but balance their firepower on it. All right, let's see. Did you NPL? You did. Good. Ugh. Never even been up that long. Why am I yawning? Yeah, but we'll put a second one right here and build it as a shuttle. For a planetary capable shuttle. All right. Yeah, not as much as I'd like to stay on longer. I do need to keep working on getting ready. Getting ready for the move. So we'll call it a day here. Thank you guys for coming out. Letting me know that you guys still want to see me with how much I've been cutting it lately. Oh, cool! I can get through. Wasn't sure that'd work on foot. All right. So I will see you guys next time. See you later. Peace.